Greetings, gamers. Jose here for Jose House Rules. Welcome back. And now we have another installment of Napoleon's Last War. We're still on the Waterloo campaign, day 1, and the French right wing with 3 corps, including Grouchy and Napoleon, have cut up to the Prussian 3rd and 4th Corps and their cavalry, and they're about to have a big fight, and let's see how it goes. Okay, here we go with the Battle of Ligny. I got this 3 foot by 4 foot mat with 2-inch hexes on it. The 2-inch hexes don't matter for anything, but with that I was able to build 12-inch hexes, which correspond to 1 mile on the Grand Tactical map. So that's a mile. We have some impassable hills to the French left. We have roads. That road is leading north to Brussels. This one goes back towards Prussia. The 3rd and 4th Prussian Corps came in on this road. The 3rd Corps is up there, 12 inches away from the 3rd Corps, which is in this mile hex. So that would be von Thielmann farther north, and Bülow's Corps in this mile. They have 1 grenadier, 2 line, 3 militia. They have the general, and then they have they just have 1 general for each corps. They have 3 light cavalry, 2 artillery, and 1 horse artillery per corps. And as you can see, coming south on the road, this is the French 3rd Corps of the right wing, which is Van Damme. He has 1 light cavalry, a bunch of light infantry with some grenadiers in the front, 1 artillery. This would be Van Damme, this would be Grouchy, and this would be Kellerman, leading 4 French Cavalry Corps, the 2nd French Cavalry Corps, which has 2 light cavalry, 2 cuirassiers, and they would also have a horse artillery. 12 inches behind them is the French 4th Corps, which is Gerard, and 12 inches behind them would be Napoleon and the Guard. So the situation is 3 o'clock, turns are 15 minutes, and we will check back in every 2, 3, 4 turns so we can see how the battle progresses. Be right back. Okay, it is now 4 o'clock. The Prussian 4th Corps is advancing on the French 3rd Corps here. Some of their cavalry charged in. The French 4th Corps is behind 3rd Corps and moving forward. The Guard is up to here. The Guard cavalry, led by Napoleon, is moving to the right. Kellerman's Cavalry Corps is here, facing 3 Prussian light cavalry, but Kellerman has been shot off his horse, and we'll see if he's dead or replaced soon. In the meantime, the Prussian 3rd Corps is still kind of disorganized and in the back moving forward. All right, we'll come back at 5 p.m. Okay, it is now 5 o'clock at the Battle of Ligny. The Prussian 4th Corps is holding the center here, but the Guard have broken through. 3rd Corps are now attacking 4th Corps. 4th French Corps has moved to the left, and the Guard Cavalry has moved to the right, and the French Cavalry Corps has been routed, but all the Prussian light cavalry from both corps have been routed. So it's getting pretty interesting, and that is the beginning of 5 o'clock. See you in an hour. All right, so it's about 5:15, and we have a conclusion to Ligny. 4th Corps Girard is over here, and 3rd Corps Girard is on both sides of the Guard. But the Guard Corps infantry have advanced and broken both corps, which are now going to flee and suffer pursuit, and will determine how many casualties, how many units are eliminated. And that is the Battle of Ligny. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back with Quatre Bras in the future. Okay, but there's more. There's more, gamers. After the Battle of Ligny, the two Prussian corps have decided to flee eastward off the Grand Tactical Map instead of heading north towards Brussels and Blucher. And Napoleon has sent all the cavalry from the right wing plus some infantry to pursue. First, let me say that the Battle of Ligny was very big and took a long time. So we've cut back on some troops, trying to get back to a more one-hour war games feel. So most corps are around 6 units now. The artillery, we've gotten rid of all the horse artillery and reduced the artillery quite a bit. Each artillery unit represents 50 guns. So back to Ligny. The French destroyed the 2nd Cavalry Corps with its 4 light cavalry units and managed to cause 2 units destroyed to the 3rd Corps with von Thielmann, and 1 more unit destroyed with Bülow's 4th Corps. That included capturing an artillery battery from von Thielmann, which the French cannot use immediately because it's the wrong caliber, but Napoleon has big plans for that artillery battery for those 50 guns, and they are being shipped back to the supply depot and the supply train. Okay, here's the situation here. It's 5:30. Von Thielmann's 1st Corps with 5 units, 3rd Corps with 5 units is 2.5 miles away from the exit off the Grand Tactical Map to the east, followed by von Bülow's 4th Corps with 6 units. It's 5:30, and the French cavalry are about 1.5 miles west of the fleeing Prussians. So the Prussian problem is that all the units are fleeing disordered and could easily be destroyed. It'll take a movement point and a morale check to rally a single unit, a single stand. They can't form any groups at this point. So now it will be very interesting to see if the Prussians try to rally some units and form some kind of rear guard to delay the oncoming French cavalry, or maybe they will just continue to run down the road, maybe make it off the Grand Tactical Map. They only have 2.5 miles to go, or maybe get slaughtered by all the French cavalry. So we're going to do a couple of turns, and we'll be right back. All right, it's 5:45, and the French cavalry have arrived. led by Grouchy, who was in command of the right wing. This is Kellerman with 3 elite cuirassiers from the Cavalry Corps. And we have a further commander here in charge of the rest of the cavalry, which are 1 light cavalry. We're missing a light cavalry here. 1 elite cavalry, 1 regular cavalry. Oh, here they are. 1 elite cavalry, light cavalry, 1 regular light cavalry from the infantry corps, and the guard cavalry, the guard heavies, cuirassiers, Empress dragoons, or grenadiers à cheval, and the guard light cavalry. And this is now at the end of 745. About half the Prussian forces have rallied and have turned around to face the cavalry, with maybe 4 units still running down the road. And we will be right back. All right, it's about 6:45. Kellerman with his cuirassier has attacked the center, destroyed 1 unit, pushed 1 back. There's a light cavalry unit here opposing them. And Suchet with the guard cavalry and the Corps light cavalry is pushing to the right of Kellerman, and Van Damme's first corps Van Damme's 3rd Corps has arrived back there, and they are about a mile from the action. So most of the Prussian troops have rallied, but they might be in a little trouble. So we'll come back in a couple turns. Okay, it is now 8 p.m. It has gotten dark. Line of sight is only 4 inches. You cannot shoot anybody or charge anybody that is not in line of sight. Command range is reduced to 4 inches. Kellerman, Cuirassier Cavalry Corps is moving this way, but they don't know that anybody's there yet. One fieldman is trying to get his troops off the board here. He's got a mile to go. This is 3rd Corps Van Damme just moving down the road. And here is Suchet with the guard and Corps cavalry. They have spotted some of 4th Corps infantry and are charging them. So we'll see what happens in a couple turns. Okay, it's about 8:45 p.m. The cuirassiers have chased off von Feldman's corps, but a majority of them have survived. The guard cavalry and French line cavalry have routed Bülow's corps, and it looks like he has how many units left alive?
In that particular corps?
Yeah.
2.
2, including the artillery?
Yes.
He has 2 units left. So a big pursuit and rout and for the French for the French right wing, led by Grouchy and Kellerman's heavy cavalry. But now we're going to evaluate how many actual units the French lose because of the damage they've taken. So that is the end of Ligny and the pursuit after Ligny, and we will be back next time with the strategic situation and Quatre Bras. See you soon.